I know what you're thinking. Another suburban white kid talking about Kanye, but I swear I can bring nuance to it. Just hear me out. Kanye's new album, Vultures 1, released a couple weeks ago and was met with a lot of criticism for its anti-Semitic content and association with the anti-Semitic meltdown Kanye has been having since December of 2022. It began when Kanye made the tweet, "I'm a bit sleepy tonight, but when I wake up, I'm going DEFCON 3 on Jewish people." The funny thing is, I actually can't be anti-Semitic because black people are actually Jew also. You guys have toyed with me and tried to blackball anyone who ever opposes your agenda. And after making that tweet, he went to bed. And while Kanye was resting his sleepy little head, a media shitstorm was brewing over that ridiculous tweet. He didn't know the order of the DEFCONs, so he just said 3. Screw it. It's in the middle. He would then go on InfoWars with Nick Fuentes, a known bigot, where he said this.
That's right. You're not Hitler. You're not a Nazi. You don't deserve to be called that and demonized.
Well, I see good things about Hitler also. The Jew, I love everyone. I'm done with the classifications. Every human being has something of value that they brought to the table, especially Hitler.
When Alex Jones is serving as the voice of reason, you have fucked up. Kanye would later go on to give a half-hearted apology in Hebrew on Instagram that really was too little too late. At this point, he's made the bed of being an anti-Semite, and now he has to sleep in it. But I would like to go back into Kanye's life to see what exactly made him into the person we're watching unravel before our very eyes. I would cite 3 things in his life that made Kanye into the crazy person we know today. The first being the death of his mother, Donda. She was an English teacher who always supported Kanye through his artistic ventures, including his education at the American Academy of Art. She died from plastic surgery-related complications in Los Angeles, which actually resulted in then-Governor Arnold Schwarzenegger to sign the Donda West Law, which required anyone undergoing cosmetic surgery to receive a physical examination first. It was very apparent that her death marked a turning point in Kanye's life, losing his biggest supporter. The second event was the 2009 VMAs, where he infamously did this.
Music, so thank you so much for giving me a chance to win a VMA award.
Yo, Taylor, I'm really happy for you. I'm gonna let you finish. But Beyonce had one of the best videos of all time. One of the best videos of all time.
On account of his ego and the half a bottle of Hennessy he drank, he felt the need to do that. Everyone and their grandmother hated Kanye, with even the president calling him out. And I would agree that it was well-deserved. The third and final event in this unholy trinity is his marriage to Kim Kardashian. Kanye is very selective about his enjoyment of fame. He does enjoy people listening to the crazy things he has to say, though you can tell that sometimes he gets sick of it. But once he got involved in that family, he was in the public eye more than ever, which I would say added fuel to the fire in any future mental breakdowns. So now we get to our current situation, with the new album releasing to a sea of controversy. To make this video, I did listen to Vultures, and I will say it was a very hard listen. I was in disbelief when I saw that the album had come out, and I kind of tried to avoid it for a while. I'm a believer in separating the art from the artist, and that separation gets a lot more difficult when the anti-Semitism creeps its way into the music. I would say a prime example of this is the song Someday We'll All Be Free. It's a pretty good song, and then it gets to the end.
Tweeted DEFCON, now we past 3. Tweeted DEFCON, now we past 3.
Can we just kind of say, like, you like the uniforms, but that's about it?
No, there's a lot of things that I love, that I love, that I love, that I love.
That was a sample of a clip of Kanye on InfoWars, and is all the more reason that it feels dirty to admit it, but if that part was not in the song, I would be liking the song. The cover itself stirred its own controversy, featuring West in all black, with his almost naked new wife Bianca Censori by his side. I don't want to go into extensive detail about her. However, one thing I feel is not getting enough attention is that she's an architect that has worked for Yeezy since 2020. There are a lot of people who talk about the outfits that she wears and that it's Kanye forcing her. which is pure speculation. Anyone crazy enough to marry Kanye in this state may be crazy enough to walk around Italy booty butt naked. My problem comes with the possible power dynamic of the relationship, with her being an employee and Kanye being the CEO. Even then, though, all we can do is speculate, as they've kept things very secretive. Some points I think were noteworthy on the album include North West's verse on the song Talking. I'm not a parent, so take my 2 cents with a grain of salt, but I think it's not controversial to say that this child lives too much in the public eye, and both Kanye and Kim share the blame. I think Kim putting her on social media at such a young age is irresponsible, and Kanye's parenting of leading by example is going to make this kid just as erratic as he is. It is known that having a bipolar parent can seriously affect a child when not managed properly, even if the illness is not passed down genetically. On the song Hood Rat, he felt the need to put a clip of Mike Tyson calling him a genius, which that, along with calling himself the new Jesus, is a new level of narcissism. Overall, the album sounded largely uninspired and was not particularly memorable, aside from the lyrics, which are a blatant attempt to stir the pot. In the music critic space, Anthony Fantano refused to review the album. This caused a mass rage on Twitter from Kanye's deranged fan base of yes men, saying that he'll review rappers that kill people, but not Kanye, and call him a hypocrite. I would like to go further into this. I think that if you've killed someone in your life, it likely is a large, impactful experience that can be explored through art. While killing is not typically a moral thing to do, it does happen frequently and not always by choice. You can get something out of that artistically. I don't think calling for the annihilation of a group of people by endorsing the Nazis has artistic merit. It's not a life experience, it's a hateful idea. Of all the possible projects to be released, we had to get the anti-Semitism one. No Good-Ass Job, no Thank God for Drugs, no TurboGrafx-16, no Kids See Ghosts 2, no Yandhi. He just had to start following up on his promises when the music got bad. It's just such a shame because Kanye's both capable of making great music and is already sitting on an excellent unreleased catalog. What separates this era from the others, I feel, is the complete lack of humor. Even the song I Love Kanye showed that during one of his bipolar episodes, he could still poke fun at himself and his ego. I really believe that Kanye makes his best music when he's in a good headspace. Kids See Ghosts and Ye were seriously some of his best music in recent years. What we see happening is a vicious cycle of Kanye having a meltdown, realizing he needs to take the meds, taking them, calming down, and then feeling like he doesn't need the meds, and this just happens over and over again. And I really want him to get better. I want to be able to hear all the lights at a pep rally, or watch funny videos of bears set to On Sight, or play air guitar to Devil in a New Dress. Kanye needs people in his life that will tell him no when he needs to hear it, and maybe, just maybe, we can get this guy back.
And subtle, but in even many ways more profoundly devastating, is the lasting damage to the survivors' will to rebuild and remain in the area. The destruction of the spirit of the people of southern Louisiana and Mississippi may end up being the most tragic loss of all.
George Bush doesn't care about black people.
Please call.
In the past few days,